Okay, so you will notice that we are way down at the bottom here, November 27th. So everybody's attention here. This is important, beginning of the class stuff, okay? I don't want anybody to say, oh, I didn't realize that something was coming up or something was due. So number one, we're on the 27th here of November. What that means is this is week 6. And we have 8 weeks in our class. So that means 3 full weeks here, okay, including week 6. So I like to say that the yellow light is on. So if you have anything to make up or if you're working to catch up, now is the time to be spending the extra hours making sure that you're getting the things in. Because remember, I mean, I have my target due dates and many of you have been, sticking with those, but there are some that have some lingering things out there that aren't in yet. And as we look ahead to December here, the 15th is actually the very last day that I will take any work from you guys. All right. So what that means is on the very last day on the 15th at 11:59, whatever is in the grade book is what gets graded. If you don't have it submitted, it will be a 0. Okay. It will be a 0. If you're not looking at me right now, it means you don't care about what I'm saying. You don't care about your grade. All right. So please, I want your attention. I know it's tempting to want to start working on things and there's stuff to do, but this is important. I do not accept anything after 11:59 p.m. on the 15th. And so you have some latitude within the class to make it fit what you need it to be. So if you need extra time, you don't have to ask. You get full credit for anything that you rehand in, anything like that. But on the 15th, that's our drop dead due date, right? If you've been keeping up with the target due dates, it ensures that you're paced so that you won't be rushing at the end, okay? Because we still have stuff to do, all right? The project that we're doing right now is the only, I'm going to say project, but we still have stuff to do. We have assembly drawings to do. We have bill of materials to do. We have sweeps to do. We have shells to do. So there's some other things that we're going to be doing to round it out. So don't think, oh, the project at the end here is the end. Actually, it's not. There's some other things that are going to be sprinkled in. So keep the foot on the gas, okay? We're still working. There's stuff to do. So as we look at our due dates here of things that are out here, you'll notice at the end of the week here, we've got some assignments. Now, assignments 9, 10, and 11 have to do with the detailed drawings in module 5, which is the vice assembly. Okay, so those are 3 assignments that have 3, and I think 4 parts in each one of those, and really just breaking it up so you're not handing in 12 of them all at once. Okay, so just 3 different assignments. It's really kind of the same thing. It's making the models and detailing them. But this time, I think there's a couple guides out there, but not many. Okay, not for each and every one of the parts. So you get to now use what you've learned and apply it to putting the dimensions on to the standard. All right. So really think about each and every one. So today, what my plan is to do some more of that detail stuff, kind of give you, I've got some notes down of stuff I've been getting in, reminders of what to, make sure that you're including. Also, kind of giving you a heads up on some of the things that are coming up and questions that I'm getting as well. Okay. So that's what we're going to be focusing on is really details yet. Starting tomorrow, though, we're going to start working on assemblies, putting these parts together now and working with the assembly functions in Creo to get things to fit together the way they're intended. All right. So we'll start that tomorrow. We'll continue working that on Thursday. And so that's what we have coming up next. And then, like I said, there'll be a couple other things in the last weeks here. So don't think that, assemblies are it or this last project is it. I think this is the only project we're going to do, but we've got some more stuff to cover. Okay. I wanted to make sure that we had enough stuff. We had enough time to do it. So any questions calendar wise right now? The other thing that you're going to notice is if you have anything that is more than 2 weeks overdue that you haven't handed in, you will notice that there are zeros in the grade book. Okay. This is not a penalty in any way, shape, or form, and it doesn't mean that you can't hand it in. It just means that it's a better reflection of how you're doing in the class currently. Canvas will only grade or include in the grade what's actually been handed in. If anything hasn't been handed in, it might look like if you've handed one thing in, like you're getting an A in the class, but there's 12 other assignments you haven't done. That doesn't mean you're getting an A. Okay. So I want that to reflect more accurately how you're actually doing. you still can submit over the zeros, and I encourage you to do so, okay? But the last time that you can submit is going to be December 15th at 11:59, okay? So, so be sure that you're watching the grade book now. Like I said, yellow light is on. Make sure you know exactly where you're at. I don't want any surprises. Going into those last couple days, you should know exactly what the grade is that you're going to get in this class, because it's all open grade book to you. All right. So, so make sure that you're paying attention. If anything does not jive with what you think you have or where you're at, make sure you alert me right away so we can take care of it. It's so much easier to do it now before grades are actually submitted instead of after, when you're like, wait a second, I thought I was getting an A and I got a B. How come? So, and if you say you didn't have a grade in there, or it wasn't, you know, accurate or whatever, watch that right now. Okay. Your eyes are my second set of eyes. I don't claim to be perfect. I'm pretty good, but I don't claim to be perfect in anything. So, so make sure that you're looking at that. And is everyone looking at their grades and know where they're at and what they're doing? Okay. All right. Okay. Great. Great, great, great. How about online? Does anybody have any questions, calendar or grades wise at this time? Kind of look at the chat. If not, that's okay. No news is good news. All right. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this recording here, and we'll come back with stuff that we're planning on doing tonight.